Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Paulwell tells Holness her refusal to withdraw letter and apologize to Curtis will dog her speakership. The calls are continuing for the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Juliette Holness, to withdraw her public letter of reprimand and apologize to the recently retired clerk to the Houses of Parliament, Valerie Curtis. Opposition spokesman on energy and climate change, Philip Paulwell, on Tuesday repeated his call for Holness to make an about-turn in the interest of the proper running of the Parliament. His latest call follows that by the powerful Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions in a letter to the news on Monday. Paulwell was speaking as he made his contribution to the 2024-2025 sectorial debates, which got underway on Tuesday in the House of Representatives. Holness was not present during the sitting, but Paulwell addressed her nonetheless. You have asked that the standing orders be reviewed to provide you with guidance as to the tabling of reports from the Auditor General and the Integrity Commission. With respect, Madam Speaker, the rules that currently exist are quite fine and must not be adjusted in any way, said Paulwell. He added that we do not need new rules to restore the chairmanship of the several oversight committees to the opposition. And Madam Speaker, we must better define the relationship between yourself and the administrative staff of Parliament. Needless to say, I will again call upon you to withdraw that egregious letter that was sent to the former clerk, along with an appropriate apology. Paulwell told Holness that this matter will dog you for the rest of your term as Speaker if you don't do the right thing to restore equilibrium and working relationships within this honorable House. While an opinion she sought from the Attorney General's chambers stated that there was nothing unlawful in the way reports from the Auditor General's Department and the Integrity Commission were previously tabled in the Parliament, the Speaker sat on the opinion for several months. A week before she was due to proceed on retirement on April 6, the Speaker upbraided Curtis in a letter that was copied to the other 62 members of Parliament in a move civil society and public commentators have described as unprecedented. Curtis has insisted that she followed the Speaker's instructions. Holness paid a glowing tribute to Curtis during last Tuesday's sitting of the House, but did not apologize or withdraw the letter. St. James, the most wanted man among 2 Jamaicans arrested in Haiti. 2 men, including one of the figures most wanted by the St. James police, were held in Haiti last week. The men, 25-year-old Oshane Brookhand Francis, who is being sought by the St. James police on multiple murder charges, and the 31-year-old Jason Latouche were arrested after Haitian residents reported that they were suspected of being armed in a community there. Harold John, Haitian police spokesperson, has said Interpol is facilitating the extradition of Francis and Latouche to Jamaica, but the timeline for their transfer is yet to be determined. Currently, the 2 are being held in a jail in the city of Cap-Haïtien. Francis had been featured on the Jamaican police's wanted list for some time in relation to a series of double and triple murders. The Haitian police said the 2 men had reportedly been in Haiti for about 2 months. But one of the men was said to have a 9-month-old son in the country, which suggested that they may have left and returned to Haiti. Haitian residents also reported to the police that the 2 men owned a small boat, which was likely used for the 333-mile journey from Jamaica to Haiti. However, the police have not yet located the boat or the weapons the men were suspected to have had. However, during their arrest operations, police officers reportedly found marijuana joints in the possession of the individuals. On February 13, Mitchell Winston Evan, another Jamaican citizen, was arrested by Haitian police. The arrest occurred in the northern regions of Fort St. Michel, where Evan, reportedly accompanied by a Haitian accomplice, was caught with 192.5 kilograms of marijuana. Manner of Jamaican teen's death in U.S. ruled natural by coroner. An autopsy done on the body of a Jamaican teenager, Justin Johnson, who died under mysterious circumstances on Friday, determined that the case of death were complications relative to sickle cell disease. A heart disorder identified as a cardiomyopathy was also identified as another significant condition that was involved. The results of the autopsy were released by the Dauphin County coroner shortly after it was conducted on Tuesday, the same day Justin would have celebrated his 17th birthday. The Central Dauphin High School 10th grade student collapsed after reportedly running away from 3 of his schoolmates at his home in Lower Paxton Township, Pennsylvania in the United States. The teenager moved to the district 2 years ago from Jamaica, according to his father. The manner of Justin's death was ruled as natural by the coroner, according to a follow-up report on the case from ABC 27 News. It said the coroner disclosed that Justin passed away after falling unconscious in his home on Bianco Way on Friday night, April 26. Meanwhile, Dauphin County District Attorney Fran Chardo told the news entity that although the autopsy said Justin's death was natural, the case is not closed. It is a factor that militates against the criminal liability, but it is not dispositive, Chardo was quoted as saying in the report. He said his office is looking at whether other individuals knew of the circumstances leading to Justin's death, or did his schoolmates cause stress intentionally or recklessly with malice. The language of the boys used in a video of the chase are also being assessed, the Dauphin County District Attorney said. It appears that these young men were friends. We are looking at their communication to ensure that it wasn't a false friendship and that they were actually communicating or being friendly along the way, and that there was no animus on the part of the people outside the house, Chardo stated. The boys who apparently chased the Jamaican have not been located for questioning up to Tuesday afternoon. Justin's father, Orville Johnson, confirmed to ABC 27 News on Monday that his son had a sickle cell disease and was not supposed to overexert himself. On the night of April 26, the elder Johnson said 3 young men showed up at their Bianca Drive home in the Stray Winds development. Johnson said his son told him the 3 were members of his school's football team. At the time, Johnson said he was at work but remained in contact with his son by phone throughout the incident. The father said Justin called him after going back inside the house, complaining of having trouble breathing. By the time Orville Johnson returned home, he found his son unconscious on the floor. Justin died at a medical center shortly afterwards. The elder Johnson has hired an attorney to conduct a separate probe on behalf of the family in relation to Justin's death. The Lower Paxton Township Police are also probing the overall developments in the case. Police probing stabbing of bus conductor by schoolboys in Lawrence Tavern. A bus conductor was on Tuesday afternoon rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital after he was stabbed by a group of schoolboys in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew. The 20-year-old conductor was observed bleeding profusely from his lower back. His merino was blood-soaked and he was seemingly in excruciating pain. The injured man, who is of a Rodney Street, Kingston address, along with the police, was accompanied to the hospital by the driver of the bus. The Lawrence Tavern police are investigating the incident.